Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Brown Dust 2 video. Alright, let's talk about the current patch and what's to come later on. Alright, so we have Luvencia still going on right now. I hope you guys were able to at least get one copy of her. I actually think Luvencia is very strong. Alright, if you're looking for a damage dealer, she is going to be a strong one. However, in the upcoming patch, we also have this new character, MICHAELA. Will she be as strong as Luvencia? So let's see and let's compare a little bit, right? So the truth is, we are going to have the rerun Marry Me update. As you can see, this is going to be the REFI story. I remember this particular story, it was pretty cool, very wholesome, and you know, just a very fun, you know, little story. And if you guys want to enjoy some, I guess, goofy, light-hearted story, I recommend reading this one, right? It's kind of funny how she has to put on a wedding dress for that. But yeah, you get to know like her inspiration and her purpose, right? So this is going to be that one, and we're also going to have a bunch of the event as well. The field quest is going to come back, and then we're going to have the Fiend Hunter Giant Blue Beard. Alright, that's going to be specifically that tree monster that we fought previously. Now Bluebeard is going to be apparently darkness, alright, so that means light type is going to have the advantage. So if you guys are looking for that in particular. Now, alongside with that, we're going to have the shop, as per usual, paid AP, and then we're going to have, this is going to be the one that's apparently coming 21st of December to December 5th, alright? So the bonuses. So MICHAELA, Pure White Blessing Raphithia, Red Hat Rue, and Robin Hood Zenith. You get one Red Hat Rue right now in the PvP shop, so make sure you guys get it. I think I forgot to mention it. I think some people, you know, if you guys haven't do PvP, please do it, right? Especially now the dailies is extremely fast. You just need to do 4 times as opposed to 40 times, right? Just come here. I don't know how many of you guys are aware of that. You basically just come here and do this, right? You tick on this one, and then you consume this to 10 times. That means you're only doing 4 times of battle, right? Very simple, very straightforward. Your objective of PvP is not to climb the ranks, right? You want to climb the ranks, that's fine. But for a lot of players, my recommendation is to get the currency right here, so that you can buy the stuff from the shop. Because Red Hat Rule is right here free. I mean, I wouldn't say free, but if you've been doing it, you know you get plenty of currency. You can see above my head. No need to push any rank. Just try to get that PvP coins. Alright, so very easy for you to be able to obtain this stuff. Alongside with that, Evil Castle Tower of Salvation. Alright, that's going to be something that you can consider doing later. And this is going to be the new looks like a new condition or title, right? For you to be able to get stuff. Season goal from 2 billion to 15 billion points will be increased for Tower of Salvation. And then the achievement season rewards increase. So Awakening Elixir, 30 Refining Powder. So the UR exclusive gear guaranteed ticket, Awakening Elixir, and draw ticket. It seems to be still the same. Wait, is this any different? Let me see. Because it's like, they say that it's improved, but from what I gather, it looks to be the same. Now, if you guys are not aware, this one is basically the Tower of Salvation stuff. If you do this, you are getting the rewards. I haven't pushed this particular season. I've been extremely busy. So I'm just stuck right here at 7 or 8. But every single season, you are getting all of this, right? So you will be able to get all of this. So the 10 tickets is at the end. Awakening Elixir. Oh, so from 20, they increased the Awakening Elixir to 30. Alright, that's a good thing. Alright, I feel like that's like definitely a good bonus. Awakening Elixirs are so hard to get, and I'm glad that they are pushing that out more. Alright, so let's talk about MICHAELA. MICHAELA, Queen of Signatures, will be available for everyone. So this is going to be her design right here. Before we jump into it, let's look at the exclusive PV. Alright, so this is going to be it. So we have MICHAELA in a new banner, alongside with Raphithia in a rerun, right? Okay. So as you can see, she's probably one of the most unique in terms of tile range, alright? And then the Raphithia in the wedding costume. Okay. So very interesting. Now, if you have to pick one, I recommend Raphithia instead of MICHAELA, because Raphithia is going to be way more flexible. Alright, especially for newer players, you're getting more value out of Raphithia than MICHAELA. Alright, because it's a supporter that you're gonna use everywhere, and you most likely like in guild raids, in the Fiend Hunter, Fiend bosses, you might just use Michaela once in a while. But for Refitya, once you have both costumes, you're probably going to be able to rotate that. And basically this particular costume is the better one out of the two, because this one is the one that the cooldown is every turn, right? You can basically use this every single turn. So if you can only pick one, definitely I would highly recommend Refitya in this particular case. Okay, let me go back to the patch notes, which is this one. Now as you can see, we got Michaela right here. At maximum is a 2 SP 7 turns, and she attacks 3 times, dealing magic damage based on 340%, which is quite high actually if you think about the multipliers compared to what we have in the game. Let me see if I can show you guys. Inside the game, for Michaela, I don't really have her maxed out, but she's definitely one of the stronger characters to own. And if you have like multiple copies of this, she is going to be kind of strong, right? So if you see right here, if you plus 5 this is 400%. Alright? So this one is still better in terms of multiplier, right? If you're looking to basically hit the enemy, and this one also increase magic attack by 200%. So she basically buffs herself, and she also does damage. Whereas this particular one, she only do damage, right? Although it's 3 times though. But the SP reduction can be a little bit annoying, right? The SP reduction, that part can be a little bit tricky. So I would say like if you have both costumes, definitely they complement each other. This one hits once, the other one hits 3 times. Actually, yeah, this one actually does way more damage because it hits 3 times, right? So you need to multiply it by 3. Whereas the other Michaela, I forgot, is just a single hit. But the SP requirement extremely high for 8 SP. So you are doing about 1000, you know, 1100 or 2200, right? Percentage. You are able to increase this even more to almost 50%. And then the cooldown can reduce to 3 turns. So for 8 SP, that is kind of interesting. Ally SP decreased by 6 points. I have no idea how this works because the 6 points requirements is it's kind of insane. Like I wonder, like, are you able to use it if you don't have enough of the SP, right? So it is going to be much more trickier to use her, and you probably can't spam this as much as you want. Even though this particular cooldown is gonna be it's gonna make you able to reduce her cost even more. But something that we have to try out and see, right? I wonder if it can carry over to the next round, and then will you get minus SP instead? That's something that we'll have to see. But if you do have something like Bunny Eclipse, which can constantly use her costume to give back SP, that's something that can consider you can consider pairing her with, right? You can combo them together to ideally obtain the SP back. So it's something that you gotta figure it out. Alright, so alongside with that, we also have the Pure White Blessing Refitya. So this is going to be, like I mentioned, this particular costume right here. Now if you can only pick one, Refitya is the better one. So this particular costume right here, alright. So ideally you want to get to +1 so that you can reduce this to 2 SP. Alright, it's going to help you. The property damage increase, it does help a little bit, right? And then as you go up, it's going to be more and more. It goes up to 100% property damage more. And even the chain is quite broken, especially if you don't have Bunny Celia, which is a limited character. Obviously, you can get that later on. You got to obtain this particular costume, right? It gives so much buff. And I do recommend getting this particular thing, right? So later on, you can increase your tile range to a 3x3. So you cover more area. And it's much easier to position Refitya surrounding the other characters. So that's something that you can consider doing as well. So I understand that, you know, if you're on DPS, then, you know, you have to go for Michaela. But I feel like you can get away with not having this particular costume. I feel like with the other Michaela costume, that seems to be more than enough in most cases. I don't know if you can even get this costume, right, up to +1. Can she even perform, right? I think she's gonna do fine, I guess, at +1, alright? 2 SP, she's going to be like somewhat usable. But I don't know, I figured maybe, you know, I'll just do some pulls, try out, and see if Luvinsha is better or not. But I think Luvinsha is gonna be the better one. If you guys are still deciding, yep, Luvinsha is still there. Right then, alright, so that is going to be it for this particular video. Again, Highly recommend you guys to get REFI. Very, very future-proof character. Unless we have another character that can basically replace her in doing what she does. She gives property damage. She also increased chain, which is still kind of unique. And if you need 2 or 3 teams, then she can be in one team that increase chain, and then MICHAELA can be in the other one. And recently with Hikage in the meta right now again, her value sort of increased, man. This REFI's value is like skyrocketed like crazy. Alright, so hopefully you guys are lucky with the pulls. Don't go in too deep though, because she's still a permanent character. And if you're trying to save a bunch, then MICHAELA, Bunny Eclipse, that is the limited character you want to wait for. Alright, I think that's coming later, end of December. Alright, so with that being said, subscribe, give it a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.